I do say humble, because I'll be the first to admit that it might seem a bit silly to all of you to run around on a very cold day like today, carrying a stick and yelling boom. But what all of you have just taken part in is part of a grand old American tradition, a tradition that is older than America herself. You see, 8 times a year, the militia and Minutemen would gather on their public house greens to practice the discipline of war, even from a young age, as all of you have done. But they did not do this because they loved war, but quite to the contrary. They loved their lands, their homes, their livelihoods. Like few generations before them, they loved their liberty enough to give their lives. Now, there's a story, lads and lasses, that has always touched my heart. I pray all of you would be silent for it for just a moment. Please be silent, lads and lasses. It's about a man who came from immigrant stock. He sailed across the sea to try and find a better life in America, and he found it. You see, this man ended up fighting for his new country, not his old one. However, he found himself in a very bad spot in the American Revolution, on top of Fort Moultrie in the Charleston Harbor, when a great man of war, a great British gunship, sailed in and began raining cannonballs upon the fort. One of those cannonball scholars struck that man sidelong in the belly, removed his stomach entirely, and killed him. But in his closing moments, for that's all he had, he said something that his friends never forgot, even when they were old men. I pray it's something that echoes through time, and it's something you never forget. You see, that man did not ask his friends for comfort. Instead, he said, "Lads, do not let liberty die with me." For he knew that his young life was at an end, but he was more concerned with the cause. Now, if you don't remember anything about today, perhaps the strange clothing, silly characters, the unusual food, we pray that you would remember that there were Americans, and there still are Americans today, who love all of you and what you believe in enough to give their lives. I might be a bit tired, I might be a bit cold, perhaps a bit bored listening to me, but very shortly you're going to board those buses and you're going to travel to a wonderful sweet place called home, where there's food on the table, friends next door, and all the comforts of modern life. I pray that when you do that, scholars, you keep in your mind all the soldiers throughout time. Are you listening? Throughout time, from the Lexington Green to Bunker Hill, to the beaches of Normandy, to the city of Fallujah and beyond, who never got that chance to go home, because they gave their lives so that all of you could live in a nation, you could speak your mind and not be arrested for it. You can worship as you choose, be tried by a jury of your peers, keep and bear arms to defend yourself, and many other liberties that are far too numerous to name here and now. They gave their lives so that all of you could live free. And if you think those freedoms are shared around the world, there's something everyone has, I would like to correct you. There are places in the world tonight, scholars, where poor souls your age will go to sleep behind barbed wire fences, starving and freezing to their deaths because their parents said something that their government disagreed with. Is that the country you'd like to pass down to your children?
Nay, sir.
There are places in the world today where women are not allowed to drive cars, much less vote. Is that the country for your children?
Nay, sir.
There are places in the world today, in the year 2025, where people are still bought and sold as slaves. Is that the America for the next generation?
Nay, sir.
And I pray you'd remember, despite her faults, and she does have many, the country that was given to you, and the price that was paid. Freedom is not free. It is purchased with the tears of mothers who will never see their children again. The only reason all of you have it is because millions of Americans fought to pass it on to you. They say that liberty is a chain. All of you are the next link in that chain. The future of our great republic sits right here on the screen, and it is up to all of you to keep it. Now, lads and lasses, you have been a fine group of scholars today. I'd like to thank you once more on behalf of Riley's Farm, the Riley staff, and the Riley family. I do hope you'd remain seated and silent for one final bit of business, and we hope to see you, your friends, and your families again very soon. Thank you.
Hip, hip, huzzah! Hip, hip, huzzah!